Northwest!
Woo!
That's right, get her in!
Get her done.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Heroes and Villains. Dun, dun, dun. It's me, it's that good old MC of MLP, Mike Chick Dennis Daniel from Cancelot Radio, and if you haven't noticed, Real Life Steven Universe.
Ooh.
Guess I can't win, never gave a Steven tag. They need my name, but it's just not my game. We are going to have a lot of fun today because I get to do a panel with one of the coolest people on the face of the earth. And no, I'm not talking John Delancey. I said on the face of this earth. Well, anyway, joining me right now is a very talented voice actress who I consider a good friend. For nearly 20 years, she has been providing the voices for many countless characters. Whether you were mesmerized by her spatula clipping as Ukyo Kuonji, whether you had a soundproof window shattered by Sango and her boomerang, that was a boomerang window you shattered. Sorry. Painful issues from the past. Or whether you love her as the trying to control all of equality Starlight Glimmer from My Little Pony. She is a very talented voice actress who I think deserves a big round of applause from you guys. She is the one, the only Miss Kelly Shona!
Welcome. We're all equal.
Give her the super creepy smile.
Is my mic on? Oh, there it is. I just needed to get closer.
Yes. So, Kelly, how are you enjoying Everfree so far?
It's wonderful! I'm having so much fun! No, it's really great. I'm having a great time. It's my first con ever!
Welcome.
Thank you! No, it's been really great. It's been such a great way to start off in this pony world. Everyone's been awesome.
So let's go ahead and dive right in. Of course, the subject of this panel is heroes and villains. So before we start into the nitty-gritty, let's give you guys a bit of a rundown of what's going to happen in the next hour. We are going to learn a little bit about some of the different roles and villains that Kelly has voiced in her lengthy career. You get to share some of your favorite moments with her and ask her some questions about the character she's played. And you know what? We're going to laugh.
Are we gonna cry?
We're going to what?
Are we gonna cry?
No.
Only if you're mean to us.
By the way, did you know? Is it up there? It's right there. I don't know. I'm like.
We can't see it.
There we go.
Next one. Next. Beautiful.
Yeah, that one.
Did you know that
Big mug.
according to Behind the Voice Actors, Kelly here has nearly 100 different characters she has provided the voice for. That she's credited that we know. There might be some that we don't know. That we would like to know. Well, in the nearly 2 decades she has been voice acting, she has provided countless voices for so many unique characters in the realms of video games, cartoons, and anime. So, Kelly, how has the journey been? You're starting off. You started at the age of 4, I believe.
Wow.
Well, if my parents' living room counts, but I started working professionally at 13.
Oh, 13.
Yeah.
Wow.
But,
Yeah.
You started at 13.
I think Ranma was one of my first gigs. I was in grade 8, so I was a freshman.
So that's actually how appropriate that is because our first hero subject is Ukyo Kuonji.
Oh, there she is,
Yes.
giant spatula.
Now this was all the way back in the 1990s. The 90s were a pretty excellent time. And one of the very first anime to really become mainstream in America was, of course, Ranma. And you play this awesome character, Ukyo Kuonji, who is not only a skilled fighter and master cook, but is one of the title character's oldest friends. And and the funny thing is, Ranma being the airhead that he is, thought that Ukyo was a boy, which is really crazy.
Look at her.
Yeah, how could you think that's not a boy?
gorge.
Though when she did come to Japan, she did dress as a boy when she entered into Ranma's school. So, and we saw some shenanigans there, which we'll actually show a clip. We have clips to show you guys. So if you've never seen this, if you've never seen any of these shows, you're going to get a chance to see a clip. And I encourage you, if you like what you see, please buy the DVDs. Ranma's actually now on Blu-ray DVD from Viz Media. It's beautiful, restored. Ukyo looks
Great.
delicious.
She doesn't look like a boy.
So tell us a little bit about playing Ukyo, especially as your first role in your career.
Well, I think it was definitely my first anime role. So, and I had no idea what I was in for. I had no idea about the popularity of the show. This was pre-internet, so you couldn't Google anything.
Right.
And it was fantastic. It's such a crazy show. I made sure I went out and had some okonomiyaki, which is the food that Ukyo cooks all the time in her little cafe, which is also delicious if you guys have never had okonomiyaki. And it was just really fun. I had no idea what I was doing, but I don't know, they gave me the job. And that ran for about 9 years. So
Wow.
yeah, we did hundreds of episodes. It was pretty incredible. And then went right into Inuyasha. So it's like 15 years of
You also did several movies as well. Nihao Makata,
Yeah,
Big
that's
Trouble in
right.
Little China. Some OVAs as well. And this is still one of the anime that is true to the nature. This is one of the anime that got me interested in anime altogether. Because it was just so over the top. It was so loud. It was so crazy. And I remember seeing, back then, they had commercials for Ranma and on the Pokemon VHSs. After I saw that, I was like, dude, I gotta get a video of this. And I see this, and it's amazing, it's funny, it's wacky, it's not like anything I've ever seen, not even on Toonami. And by the way, how could this never end up on Toonami? That is my biggest gripe. This was a great show, great characters, great cast. I mean, you would be on Toonami and other shows, but not for this, which is a real shame. It's such a beautiful show.
Thanks.
Now,
For you,
now
Toonami.
you said it, you have Toonami. The question is, did you ever try wielding a giant spatula?
I didn't. I've never owned one. So.
Well, are those guys with the 3D printer shop
Yeah,
outside?
I know, right?
Guys, make a giant spatula! No, they're asleep. Oh,
It
yeah.
was her weapon of choice also, though, so I think I'd go around whacking people with it. It's probably best that I don't
Well,
have
how would you guys like to see Ukyo in action?
Woo!
So let's go to the very expensive Everfree Tron 5000. Let's go to the clip.
Roll it.
Let's go to the Everfree screen.
No.
Ah.
So, okay, wait.
Technology.
Right?
Sometimes tricky.
It is.
Sometimes it doesn't work. We could do a puppet show instead.
Yes.
Who got a button?
Who's got a
yesterday?
button?
Where's
Button.
the
Who
follow
got a
button?
button?
Oh yeah, the army's growing.
Okay, here we go.
Excellent.
Oh, sorry.
How dare you joke around during a duel? I didn't call you out here to play patty cake, you know?
Hey! Is this any way for friends, Dad? Whatever happened to the good old days?
Good old days? For who?
What are you so mad for? Cut it out!
Shut up!
Hey, I ain't the one that ran off with your cart. The old man is. Look, I ain't the one who promised to take you along, so don't blame me, okay?
Stay still!
You know, I'm beginning to think you're mad at me or something.
Dare you? How much more am I supposed to take? That's it! You're dead!
Hot enough to fry an egg, literally.
Hey, that's not a ring! It's a non-stick ring-shaped cooking surface! And now for the next item on the menu. Take a look. I've added a few of my own special ingredients to the recipe guaranteed to send you out of the frying pan and right into the fire.
Ugh, what is this junk? What'd you put in here, glue?
It's just your ordinary batter, plus a little rubber cement mixed in.
Let me go!
I'll let you go, no problem. Now for dessert!
Personally, I prefer my okonomiyaki without the noodles, but then again, I've always been more of a traditionalist at heart. Anyway, could you pass me that plate over there?
Would you stop thinking of your stomach for a minute and come help me?
I forgot to oil the grill! Silly me! This part's my own invention. Tempura flakes mixed with gunpowder. Nothing left but the cleanup.
Okay, pause it. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Woo!
That was very good.
That's why I shouldn't have a giant spatula. She can see.
I would love to see Yukio take on Gordon Ramsay.
Oh!
Are you kidding me? This is horrible.
My mind's on her.
Yep. So anyway, Yukio, of course, a really great character to get your foot in the door. Of course, just a great hero. And I noticed this. A lot of the characters you play kind of start as rival villains, but they eventually become heroes to the.
Yeah, Sango was like that too.
Yeah, we're going to talk about a little more about her later on in the panel. Now we gotta get a little dark. Now. We talked about a hero. We gotta talk.
Ooh.
Yeah,
The dark side.
that's right. And this one, I think, is one of your most underrated ones. But I love her so much. Let's get a little hexy. Let's talk about Scarlet Witch from the X-Men Evolution. Now, how many here have never seen X-Men Evolution?
Nah.
Okay, so I got to do a little foreshadowing here. Scarlet Witch is the daughter of Magneto, who, this is totally not movie canon. So you're gonna it's different. I don't know why it's not movie canon, but and she's also the sister of Quicksilver, who is Pietro, who is voiced by Richard Ian Cox, and she was locked away because she could not control her mutant powers because she was tortured, abused. She was locked in an insane asylum, and she just has this unrivaled hatred for Quicksilver and Magneto. And she also has these supernatural abilities with this supernatural temper. It gets scary. So tell us, playing such a emotionally damaged character like Scarlet Witch.
That was one of the first chances I had to play somebody with that kind of range. Before that, I'd always been cast kind of with my natural speaking voice, and Wanda's really like growly, and I can even do it now. She's kind of screamy.
You did it now. I think with all these nice lights here. We go.
Yeah. And it was, I don't know, it was great. It was really great voice acting on that show. David Kay and
Scott McNeil, Kirby Morrow,
Brad Swale. Yeah, great cast. And then to be part of the X-Men was also pretty amazing to do something Marvel-y. Yeah, it was great.
I know we joked that it was a shame that you weren't in the Age of Ultron movie with the Avengers because Scarlet Witch was.
Well, they asked me, but I told them no.
Oh.
She didn't want top billing over Robert Downey Jr.
Exactly.
And Robert was like, well, why don't you give it to her? No, you're Robert Downey Jr.
This is gonna be my last one.
Yeah.
Like, no, Robert, you take it. It's fine.
Chris Hemsworth wouldn't talk to her, and that made her upset.
He doesn't need to talk to me.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
He doesn't need to talk at all.
Well,
It's
anyway,
fine.
let's go ahead and see Scarlet Witch in action.
Technology. Sometimes
Uh-oh. Bad vibe. here.
It's no good, Scott. We can't stop her. She's too strong. We've got to retreat.
No, it's not over yet.
Yes, it is. Let's go.
All right, we beat him. We finally beat him. Ha! Thanks to our new secret weapon, the Scarlet Witch. You were great, Wanda. Man, I never thought you could be this in control. If our father had known.
Your father, not mine. He'll pay for what he did to me.
Wow.
Ooh.
That was something, wasn't it? Yeah.
She does take the monologue.
And of course, spoiler, just because of course Magneto uses the power of Mesmero to try to alter the image, alter the memory, and, make him a little more father-daughterish. But she still at the end she still finds that resentment and hatred towards him. But this was a
They brainwashed her.
yeah, well, pretty much. The one thing that was really funny was Toad was always trying to hit him.
Yeah, she was always beating him up.
Yeah, yes. It even went to extreme lengths to borrow Kurt's holomorpher to change his image. And of course, at the end of the episode where they fight Magneto, she does get a kiss. And,
Even Toads deserve a kiss.
yeah. Well, anyway, what do you guys think of Scarlet Witch? Pretty awesome. And of course, you can check out the entire X-Men Evolution series on the official Marvel YouTube channel, all 4 seasons. And you can check out, Callie and Kirby Morrow, and David Kane, Scott McNeil, Venus Terzo, Brad Swale, so many people on there. Well, anyway, we talked enough about Scarlet Witch. Let's talk about a hero that little underappreciated, but I think is super duper awesome. That would be Mystique Sonia from Hero 108. Has anyone here seen Hero 108? A few people have. It's kind of one of those shows that you hear maybe a few things about it, but you're like perusing the internet late one night and you see Hero 108. Okay, let's check it out. So this is a really unique show because it's about this world where there are these different kingdoms, and they're kind of ununited. So this
Animal kingdoms.
Animal kingdoms, right. Even though there's that one bird guy with a human head. What is that?
Just cause.
Don't question it. So there's this big group called Big Green, and they comprise of different teams of heroes. And they have to go and try to reunite the castles under Team Big Green. And of course, in that show, you play Mystique Sonia, who is really adorable and awesome at the same time. I don't know how that's possible. It just is. So she may be rough and tough on the outside, but she's a total girl. So
Hero 108 was one of those shows where I read the first script and went, I don't understand this at all. It's going to be really popular. It was just like booger jokes and fart jokes, and she whips people with her tongue, and she gives them superpowers by spitting these little seeds, and they grow into these little rice buns, and she feeds the members of her team, and it's just like bananas. It's really great. It was a fun one, and really fun to record.
Gene Simmons has tongue in me.
Yeah, her tongue's like as long as her skin.
That's a pretty good tongue. So, of course, her weapon of choice besides her powerful tongue is her hat, Yaksha.
Yeah.
Which is like a living hat. Dressed to Kill never came into more terms than Mystique Sonia.
Those are his legs there.
Yeah. She doesn't really have to walk. She just has the hat walk him. And just the animation is adorable in that show.
Yeah.
And
really cute.
Again, another great cast of people in there. I think Brian Drummond is in it.
Brian and Ian Corlett and Adrian Pitcher. They're the 3. It's me and the boys.
Yeah.
And yeah, we laughed a lot in those sessions. They're just bananas. All of them are playing 4 or 5 different voices, and
It's awesome.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Well, you know what? Because why should we break the streak? Let's go to another clip. Wrong run back.
Oh God, technology! It's gone horribly wrong.
There we go.
fine.
No video. No.
The video's not showing. We can't have technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Technical
Difficulties.
difficulties!
Derpy. Here we go.
You've been in there a long time. Come on, Mystique Sonia. Quit being so scared. You're a fighter.
God, that's the hard work.
Mighty Ray? Lin Chung? Jumpy? Lin Chung? Jumpy? Mighty Dork? Nobody does that to my Yaksha!
What'd you guys
Totally
think?
That was-
normal.
that- That was interesting.
Oh, pause. Who said? So what you guys think of Mystique Sonia?
Interesting.
You can imagine in the script where it says Sonia Tonguewala. The director would just go, "Okay, you're beating 7 people up with your tongue. Go." And I'm like, in the microphone, slobber all over the place.
But it was fun.
That's my job.
It was fun to play her, wasn't it?
Oh, so look at her, so much fun.
And if you guys want to check out Hero 108, you can check out the Kabillion YouTube channel. They have all the episodes up there. The cool thing is, these are like little 15-minute episodes. It's like a little mini cartoon vitamin. So you just pop it, you know? You can binge watch it without really
You
binging.
can watch 40 of them.
Yeah.
And it's 5 days later. No big deal.
Again, this was a really cool show because it was their concept. And they rolled with it, and it got a lot of attention.
It was based on a video game, I believe, initially.
Yeah, and this was, I know we talked about this a while back. There's actually an app for the Hero 108. Let me see if it's still on the iTunes store. If it's still there, you guys can download it and check it out. I know that you told me during some of the sessions you could actually play the Hero 108 game. And yes, it's still on there. The Hero 108 game from Gamania Digital Entertainment. You can play as Chubby Bunny, Lynn, Mighty Ray, and of course, Mystique Sonia.
If you play as my character, you have to go blah, blah, blah.
Will do.
Thanks.
So, Mystique Sonia, Hero 108, obscure. But I don't think they're as obscure as this next character. It's good.
Oh.
Princess Morbucks from Powerpuff Girls Z. Okay, who has never even heard of this show?
I have.
Heard of Powerpuff
Okay.
Girls?
Never watched.
We've all seen the original Powerpuff Girls, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Staple of 90s Cartoon Network program. apparently, it was so popular in Japan that they decided to make an anime version of it. And I don't know how to explain this, but it kind of really didn't follow the format that they had that Jimmy Tarkovsky came up with, or Craig McCracken. You know, for Mojo Dojo, he doesn't do the, I talk like this, because if I talk like this, you will know that I am talking. Or I talk like this, you will know that I am talking because I'm talking to you. Just general bad guy stuff. And I'm not saying, maybe it got lost in translation, but it was a weird show. And get this, never aired in the United States. It may have aired in Canada, in Europe, and Australia, never made its way to a Cartoon Network in America. And that's one of the greatest shames, because this is a really crazy show. And again, you play Princess, who is a spoiled rich brat.
Typecasting.
If I had a nickel for every rich spoiled brat Kelly played, I'd have enough to buy
Except
out
for the
my...
rich part. Yeah.
So in this one, whereas we know in the American version, she's just stuck up spoiled. However, in the anime version, she lives in the shadow of her sister Duchess, which causes her to lash out and act out and crave attention. Kind of like me at this panel. Aww. Dark panel, not dark. So, do you remember experiencing playing this character, and can you tell us a little bit about voicing it?
Yeah, I just remember James, the director, kept saying, you're too worried about making her likable or finding some shred of decency in her. Just more annoying. I apologize in advance for whatever this clip is, but yeah, she's just a brat. And I do remember, didn't she have a musical episode or something too?
Yes.
She decided to start a band.
I believe.
I
believe. I'm not sure. YouTube kind of
that was in there too.
On clips.
Yeah, she's just look at her. She's a brat.
Well, why don't we look at her with another clip? Right. You guys are ready?
Ready.
Out of the way, princess. We're trying to record. Well, I deserve 10 times more attention than my sister. She's nothing but a selfish brat. The trigger is Sapphire's scream. You're right. That's it. Okay, I'm up. What a jerk! Worse than usual, isn't she? Okay, new plan. She's going all the way to Pluto! Real pain in the butt! I shall enchant you with my music!
So,
Absolutely nothing redeeming about her.
no. So, kind of got really good. Well, actually, yes. Because in the end of the episode, Powerpuff Girls give what you wanted more than anything, and that's someone to pay attention to. And, it's kind of like
So you see that? If you act like a brat, your behavior is rewarded.
Well, it's the only thing she really wanted, Have we not all at once lived in the shadow of someone else?
Nope.
No.
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 my ideology is wasted. But anyway, our next character we're going to talk about, I don't have a clip for this one, but I think she's important because there are a bunch of little girls here in the audience and kid growing up with her. Let's talk a
I
little.
haven't heard of this one. How do you pronounce that? Barbie.
We're talking about Barbie. So of course, you play the iconic doll in the popular series of movies. Now there were a few you didn't play her, but now you're back with authority. And for the most part, you play the hero. So what is it like getting to play an iconic character like Barbie?
Oh, amazing. I mean, it's the coolest thing is having done it for the past 14 years. There are fans now that started watching when they were kids that are now in their teens or early 20s that grew up watching them. So that's been pretty incredible. And for like a short, kind of flat-chested girl from Canada, brunette, to be able to play this tall, blonde, American icon bombshell, that's amazing. That's kind of the scoop of the century. It's a character that I would never get to play like on camera or in real life. Yeah, she's incredible. And Mattel's been lovely. I get a Christmas box from them every year. It's just this, it's a dream come true to be able to play this superstar, but not get recognized in real life. It's like the best of both worlds.
We should give her some recognition right now.
Come on. It's nice to not get recognized at the grocery store when I'm in my pajamas.
Kelly Sheridan as Barbie. Affection not included. Affection sold separately. I'm surprised you haven't upstaged yet by Ken. A lot of this.
He's an accessory.
A lot of this. She
has many accessories, and he's one of them.
Now, what's cool is, you were a villain in a Barbie in A Christmas Carol. You were the bad guy. The brat. That's kind of crazy. Because who can imagine Barbie being a jerk?
Yeah, it was kind of a neat thing for them to do. She plays Scrooge. Well, she reads a story about Christmas Carol and plays a Scrooge-like character.
And of course, you're a hero in pretty much everything else.
Yeah, she's kind, clever, and brave.
So what is your favorite movie that you've done as Barbie?
I liked The Three Musketeers. That was pretty fun. The motion capture they did for that, they had a fencing team, a women's fencing team that they did the mocap for. And it was kind of cool to see her fight with a sword. They're always thinking of new cool stuff to do with her.
Yeah. She's been a pop star princess, she's been a mermaid. I think her latest one, she's a superhero.
She's like a kind of Supergirl. And the other great one was the very first one we did, which was Nutcracker, where I got to work with Tim Curry, because he's
Tim Curry.
The best. He's the best of the best of the best.
I don't see. Here's the thing about Tim Curry. If you put Tim Curry in the same room as John Delancey,
I think it's like matter and antimatter.
I think the universe, because Tim Curry's got that evil voice, and it's just so sinister. When you hear that, Tim Curry. That is Tim flippin' Curry right there.
I don't think the world can handle that much awesomeness.
Yeah, Tim Curry and John Delancey come together. That'd be again matter and antimatter. We must work as a nation to ensure that endeavor never comes to fruition.
Maybe Tim will be on the show on My Little Pony at one point.
Ooh. That would be beautiful. Yes. Well, unfortunately, guys, I don't have a clip of Barbie because Mattel.
Copyright.
What?
So we're going to go ahead and move into our next hero, which I think is one of your most prolific characters, certainly one of your most longevity characters. And that is, of course, Sango from Inuyasha, A Beautiful Fairy Tale.
Look at her.
There we go. So who here has not seen Inuyasha? Wow, quite a few. So for those who don't know, Sango is a demon slayer because in feudal Japan there were a lot of demons and Godzilla.
Fact.
But we never saw Godzilla in that one. So she joins Inuyasha, the title character, and his crew after her family and her village is slain by a demon trap set by the main villain of the show, Naraku. And while along this, we learn about her history and her relationship with her brother Kohaku, who was killed by Naraku, but brought back to life through the Shikon Jewel with no memory of anything about her and their family and history as demon slayers. So what is it like getting to play such a character who is such a emotionally involved character, you know, who is tough on the outside, but it does have a damage on the side on the inside?
Well, that's her first episode. She loses her entire family. She's been raised to fight the very thing that kills all of them. It's like, it's heavy stuff, you guys. This is not, it's like, yeah. But then there are scenes, she has this kind of love-hate relationship with one of the other characters, Moroku. So there's all these scenes where she's always beating him up with her giant, I guess I play characters that have giant weapons. She has this giant boomerang. So she's always like beating him up and slapping him because he's off gallivanting with other women.
And he does something that we really can't talk about here at Con because it's kind of... I don't think that's PG.
So there's these funny scenes between the two of them, and then these really tragic scenes where she's trying to get her brother back, even though he's just kind of a shell of who he used to be. He's just this puppet, basically. And I don't know, she's great.
Man, when it comes to puppets,
amazing.
Naraku is the master.
Wow.
I know. How in the world does real life Steven Universe have all this energy at 10 in the morning? I have no idea.
But yeah, she's one of my favorites. And she has a tiny little cat that turns into a gigantic one that also can fly and has flames streaming out of her tail, and she flies that around. Oh, the Japanese. Aren't they amazing?
Yes.
Let's see Opal try that.
Yeah.
Let's see Opal try what Kilawa is.
But that's her traditional demon slaying gear. She's
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead, and we've got a great clip right now. It's a really emotional one. Sango has just stolen Inuyasha's sword in Tetsuga and has found her way back to Naraku's castle, hoping to exchange it for Kohaku's freedom. So let's go ahead and go to the clip.
Stop lying! You're the one who killed my father and comrades. You coveted the stupid jewel. You're responsible for everything.
People die because of the power of the sacred Shikon jewel, and people live because of its power. There's no reason why you should despise the sacred jewel as much as you do. Remember, Kohaku was revived because of the jewel's power. You made a promise to exchange the sword for Kohaku's life. So, what will you do?
I despise you. I made no promise. You want my answer? Here it is.
For the record, that is not blood, that is hair.
It's you, the young lord of the castle.
Kagawaki was a noble lord. He gave all the demon slayers proper burials. Ah, yes, and I was the one who ordered for your care after the massacre.
You killed him.
Kagawaki is still alive. At least according to those I fooled into thinking I'm him.
Oh no, Kilala, what's wrong?
Nothing can survive an attack of my poison gas. That also includes you, Sango.
What?
Well, Sango, will you agree to be my servant here with Kohaku? I remember Kagawaki's last command. He asked you to return to the castle.
Me be your servant in your dreams. Don't make me laugh, Naraku. My only goal is to destroy you. I will avenge my comrades. I will kill you.
What do you guys think?
No one can survive my poison gas either.
Whoa, too early. But again, another great character in Sango. You know, you guys can actually watch Kelly as Sango in Inuyasha, the final act. The episodes are currently airing at 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Toonami on Swim. So you can watch it currently. You should have watched her last night. You probably didn't know that she was Saga, so we'll give you
You guys have a lot of homework now.
Yeah.
Shows to watch.
And now,
Where's this
as
later?
the French would say, the peace of the resistance.
The piece.
We're at ta-da! We gotta talk a little story like that before we go. Now, this character was introduced in this current season of My Little Pony, and she's trying to use this idea of equality to control an entire village of ponies. And of course, Twilight and her friends come by, and they fall under your brainwashing spell. Evil, evil, evil.
What could possibly go wrong?
A lot. Yes, and now tell us about playing her. She's crazy.
Yeah, what can you say about her? She's amazing.
I say,
Yeah, I think I love the show and have been wanting to play a role in the show forever. I've auditioned for, I think, pretty much every female character that they've held auditions for since the main 6, since the very beginning.
Even Twilight?
Since every single one. And was just told no every time, and eventually they just ran out of voiceover actresses in Vancouver.
Yes, they
So, we haven't tried Sheridan yet.
How many roles can Ashley and Andrea do?
Let's toss something at her.
Yeah, throw her a bone.
And I was traveling in Southeast Asia. I was in a hotel. I was in a layover in Kuala Lumpur, and I got this email saying, "Can you record something there and email it to us?" And I was jet lagged. I thought, oh no, I've auditioned for every role in this show. It's never gonna happen. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just suck it up and do it, and sent it over. And then heard the day I was flying back. Okay, you're recording tomorrow. You got the part. So yeah, I guess I need to go to Kuala Lumpur every time I really want to. It's like on the floor of my hotel room in a like a blanket fort with my iPad and my microphone.
It's a good luck charm.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but this character, we don't know. Have we seen the last of her?
I don't know.
We don't know. It's a mystery.
No, I hope
coming
not.
back.
I do hope not.
What you do?
I think there's more for her to do.
More wink, wink.
Look, there's a moose.
What is that about? What is there's a moose?
That's what Andrea says.
We're actually pressed for time. Let's just go ahead and go to our final clip. So queue it up on the expensive Evertron 5000. With that creepy smile.
Starlight, I think we might have one more friend joining us today.
Is this true?
Is this true? I think so, but I just want to be sure. If I agree to leave my cutie mark in the vault, I'll really be happier? Just look around. Equality has given us more happiness than you've ever known. And you wouldn't let me just live here in the village with my old cutie mark? Out of the question. A pony with a different cutie mark in our midst would destroy our entire philosophy. We are all equal here.
Yeah.
Simple. It's a water. It's 2 hydrogen molecules, 1 oxygen molecule.
Knew you couldn't be trusted. No! Get away! What are you looking at? They're the problem, not me.
How could you? You said cutie marks were evil. You said special talents led to pain and heartache.
They do, don't you see? Look at them. Then why did you take ours and not give up your
Sugar
own?
cube.
I had to, you fools! How can I collect your cutie marks without my magic? But the staff has all the magic we need! The staff is a piece of wood I found in the desert. It's my magic that makes all this possible. You'd all still be living your miserable lives, thinking you're better than every pony else, if it weren't for my magical abilities. I brought you friendship. I brought you equality. I created harmony!
You lied to us.
So what? Everything else I said is true. The only way to be happy is if we're all equal.
Except for you.
Every pony has unique talents and
Goodbye.
we share them with each other. That's how we... Quiet! Either we're all equal or none of us are.
Woo!
too.
Where did she go? It's a mystery. I don't know. I'm so taken back from that quiet. I was so out of nowhere. Like, oh, she got away. Oh, man. Man, Sterling, look at her surly.
Yeah, she's so cute.
Yes, she is.
So adorbs.
Oh, so you know, this character is really great. You know, it's so.
I had no idea what a big deal that quiet would be when we
Quiet.
recorded it.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a big deal. You don't tell the Princess of Friendship to shut her trap. Oops.
Would it be too much trouble just to get a bit quiet?
Quiet.
Well, I have to have somebody to interrupt, so.
Okay, well,
Start
you know what?
gabbing.
I'll tell you this much. I think Sterling.
Quiet! I think one of my other favorite lines was, "The staff is a piece of wood I found in the desert." Like, come on! I could just see her like wandering out there going, "Yeah, that'll do."
1 second. Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast. It did, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got just a final thoughts here. Whether she is a hero or a villain, Kelly brings the same energy, range, and character to any role that she plays. And with a diverse cast of characters under her belt, it's no wonder why she is one of anime's most treasured actresses. And with what the future will hold, who can really say? All I know is that if you do that to every director, you'll get every role. I guarantee.
Just bully them into giving me the part.
Yes.
I will say, I've been so touched by the reception I've received and how people kind of love to hate Starlight. I think that's the best compliment I could receive because she's kind of designed for that. So it's been tons of fun getting to play her and
Maybe you'll play her in the future.
we can only hope. We can only hope.
It's still a
Moose.
So, we have like a minute or two for one or two quick questions. Does anyone here have a question for Kelly they'd like to ask? Anything? You. Yep. Come here. Tell us your name.
My name is.
I can hear you.
Just shout.
Just shout
Shout
out.
it out.
Okay, well, my name is Alex, and I just have a quick question about your role as Starlight.
Yes.
So this big bad villain had the main six at her hooves. How do you feel that she got defeated by a drop of water?
Oh! Like some water for that. Burn!
Did everyone hear that?
Yeah.
Everyone in the back hear that? When the mighty fall, they fall hard. It's always those little moments, isn't it? And by the meekest, shyest one out of all of them, too.
Starlight got H2.
She needed that indelible ink. She didn't research her makeup properly. She needed to talk to someone who knew more about it. She needed that.
Well, you know,
Sharpie or something.
Kind of hard
Tattoos.
Kind of hard to find, L'Oreal for ponies, and you gotta find the right skin tone and such. Maybe it's magic, maybe it's Maybelline.
I think it was divine intervention. I think she was meant to get caught. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. My volley question for Fluttershy was, "What are you waiting for? Just do it!"
Up to her big.
Get her dance. That's
moment.
right. We have time for one more question. You.
So, Kelly, obviously you kind of knew what you were getting into when you auditioned for ponies, but with all the other stuff, like Hero 108, did you know what you were getting into?
Did everyone hear that in the back there? Did I know what I was getting into with all the other jobs I've done? Sometimes I do. Hero 108, like I said, I had no idea. The script was crazy. I thought I had no idea how they're going to animate this. And, but that's kind of what being a voiceover actor is. You go in and, okay, I guess I'll try this out. We just did another show called Pirate Express with Atomic, where I've recently been able to see them. They've just started airing in Canada. And there's tons of extra stuff they've animated that we weren't even aware of in the studio. So most of the work happens after we're done recording. It's when the animators get a hold of things and start going, yeah, we'll add this little thing in and this little thing in. So that's the fun thing.
Are the buckaroos. Well,
let's do two more. You guys.
Yeah.
Let's do these guys.
All right, you guys, and that's it.
Yeah.
First in the derby hat, the awesome derby hat with the Apple Family shirt. That's awesome.
I can't say no. You've waited so patiently.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Kelly. I come from across the border, Canada. Brandon here.
Oh, nice.
Okay, how you
Yeah.
doing there? You
Yeah.
doing good there?
Yeah, Kelly. One thing I'm not sure many people know, but you and Sam Vincent recorded for the Cutie the season 5 premiere, and that reminds me, you two had actually worked on another show where you two worked together, but it was about paranormal activity.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Mark Mystery!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Moose.
I'm not sure how many people in this room would know the show, but did you guys actually get to record in the booth together, and did you maybe make some jokes about how you guys are reuniting again for another voice role?
Well, I've worked with Sam a lot since Martin Mysteries. We worked on a bunch of stuff together, but recording Martin was really fun. It was always super goofy in the room. We were encouraged to do lots of ad lib, and yeah, that was another one. But and in that show, I screamed at Sam all the time, also. So I guess maybe that's.
And you got to work with a caveman.
I did.
So
Yeah.
how do you not like that? We have one more question.
Thank you.
Yes, the Dr. Who show.
Ooh, good t-shirt.
For going over by your legs.
Is there any voiceovers you want to do in the future?
All of them.
Yeah.
Can you guys make that happen? I will work for change. No, I don't know. There's nothing. I've been lucky to play a lot of amazing characters and amazing stories. So I don't know. I'll do any job that anybody throws at me, basically.
She will work for money. She will work for honey. She will work for you. Doodle-doodle-doo.
Doodle.
Well, guys, unfortunately, we are out of time. Guys, give Kelly Sheridan one final. You know what?
We're all equal.
We love you, man.
And how about some applause for the host, because he was awesome.
And our tech crew. Thanks, guys.
Tech crew. They made it run as smoothly as possible. Well,
I'm gonna dash, rainbow dash.
yeah, yes. Guys, thank you guys for coming out here. Be sure to check out Kelly. You can actually follow her on Twitter at KSheridan.
Yes, that's right.
And of course, give me a follow at @DennisDaniel, and enjoy the rest of your time here at Everfree, because it's the last day.
I'll be signing autographs from 1 to 3, so come by and say hi.